There we go. Got him. Okay, should be streaming here in a second. Receiving the content. Alright, we should be live if you're watching this back in the future. Probably should have tweeted something. Let me tweet something with some people who jump on in here. Yeah, as you guys can see, this is kind of different. Doing something a little different today. I'm going to be working on a MacBook Air. Probably should have put a link in there, but I don't freaking care. Does Twitter... Does YouTube not automatically tweet something? Shoot. Alright, well. I have to go grab a link now. Just love YouTube. Come on. Alright, we got a viewer. Not sure who. Feel free to leave a comment. It'd be pretty neat. Let's see. Let me get this link. Let me tweet out some links, guys, and then I'll get started. Get some people in here. Okay. And my back hurts too. So that's great. You got one person watching. So cool. So exciting. I would have started a little bit earlier, but YouTube's streaming service kind of sucks. Okay, let's go get going. We'll get some people here in a second. Jane Weaver, yeah, I know, right? Friggin' YouTube sucks. Apple freaking sucks. I say with my iPhone and Apple Watch, which I don't have on at the moment. Yeah, so today we're basically just going to be fixing this MacBook. Some of you guys may not know, I am I'm not certified. I'm an Apple technician on the side. Oh, frick, where's my screwdriver? Gosh dang it. Okay, I lost my screwdriver. I'll have to find that. Shoot. Frick. I'm not prepared. I'm sorry. Look at the electronics for a little bit while I go get my screwdriver, because I don't know where it is. Also, sub to these people here, myself and my boy Robbie. If you get, frick, where am I pointing? If you get Robbie to 200 subs today, I will do something cool. I'll post a video sometime in the next week or two. A good one. Alright, fellers, I'm back. I found it. Okay. Frick. Dropped it. Okay. So yeah, today this computer specifically has a issue with the logic board where it pretty much doesn't recognize that there's an airport card plugged in, meaning it can't connect to Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or anything like that. So yeah, we're gonna fix it today. The fix that I found is just a new logic board. So I snagged one up from work, from a parts computer. Hope it works today. If not, that sucks, but I think it will. I've tested it. Everything seems to be working fine on it, so we're just gonna pop it in, hope it works. And I just thought I'd do something different because my day job is an Apple technician, not for Apple specifically. I do through a third party, which I will not reveal the name, at least not yet. Getting lectured, help me senpai. Did Robbie ask to be added on the side? No, he didn't. I actually added him myself. He's been trying really hard lately with videos and stuff. I just thought I'd try to give him a little more exposure because that's really the biggest thing he needs right now. I think he's doing really good in terms of just getting videos out there. Yeah. I just thought I'd throw him in there, give him a little more exposure because everyone knows I'm not putting all the people that are subscribed to me are not getting the amount of videos that they should be getting. So, you know, go sub to Robbie and you will get much more than I'm putting out. Yep. Kind of hard to get these subs. I got lucky. I wouldn't say I got lucky. Well, so and so. I think partial luck, also just making a ton of videos whenever I could, and you know, just doing whatever I could, putting aside the social life and just making videos. Then again, you need a social life to actually live it. So, you know. So you're gonna go for my T5 screw. So yeah, first I took out the outside casing, which is fairly simple. You gotta use Apple's proprietary pentalobe screws. Pretty much screws they invented themselves to make it impossible for people to do it themselves. You remember me right? Yeah, Nash, right? My boy Nash. When did I move out of Avon? I left Avon. For those watching who don't know what that is, it's a town in Indiana. I used to live there before I moved here to Texas. Frick, my screwdriver keeps breaking. I lived there in about 2015, right after my freshman year of high school. And now I am here, just chilling in Texas. Graduated from high school, not in college. Kind of just working full time, doing whatever I can to get by. And then, yeah, now I just took this battery out, which kind of comes next. So yeah, put it off to the side. Don't puncture it because it'll explode. So yeah, definitely don't puncture these because they're not fun. It's fun for a little bit, but it smells really bad when you break a battery. Trust me, I've seen multiple broken. I haven't broken any batteries, but I've been there when someone else has broken a battery. Lucky, dude, you're freaking talented. That's why you got the subs. So I did work hard, and when I say lucky, I did meet some people who were able to give me boosts here and there. Just some bigger YouTubers had found me, who coincidentally just found me and just kind of shouted me out to other people. And that's kind of where I got big chunks and got those big followers. And then it got to the point where I was able to be able to have people find me naturally. And then I kind of just, at that point, I kind of got stuck here around 4,000 or so because I haven't posted anything because I've just been working full time. I was wondering where you disappeared to. Yeah. Coleslaw. I don't know if I... Did we... I guess we went to school together, but I don't know if I remember you. Sorry if I don't. I don't remember many people back from Indiana. I only remember a couple people. But I didn't have a big friend group there either, so... Like, I barely knew Robbie back in high school. Or back in Avon. We sat together, like, in... I know we had biology together. I'm sure we had something else together, but I don't remember much. I was wondering we disappeared too low. I remember when you moved, Carly was depressed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it sucks when we moved. Everyone was not fun. Yeah, I didn't publicize my channel. If you remember Brad M, that was me. Oh. I'm gonna go class Brad. The name really sounds familiar, but unless I saw, like, your face, I don't think I'd fully remember. I'd have to see your face. I'd have to see your face. Today's friggin'... Everyone watching is just friggin'... like a reunion from Indiana. Okay, this is the SSD I'm pulling out right now. SSD, for those of you who don't know, is kind of like a hard drive. SSD stands for solid state drive. Basically meaning there's no moving parts. It's much faster. It's kind of like a... kind of like an SD card and a camera. Super fast. Boots up really fast. So, like in my computer, I built a PC, and I have a boot drive like this, NVMe drive. So I boot up pretty fast. Yep. SSDs are pretty much better all around. The only downside is price, really. Kind of like Apple in a way. Actually, never mind. Forget I said that. Because, I mean, I don't know. That's the thing with Apple. I've always been a huge Apple guy, Apple fanboy for a while. Then I started working with Apple products, and I realized they kind of suck. I don't know. Design-wise and aesthetically, they're very pleasing. I really like them. They're designed really well. Like, looking-wise. In terms of, like, hardware and stuff, they're not designed that well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are pros and cons you can pick out either way. A lot of just choices made by the company itself, too, is kind of iffy, in my opinion. Right now, I'm just unplugging all the stuff off the logic board, because I need to pull it out, and if stuff's still plugged in, I can't pull it out. I/O cable. Gotta go mod in another stream. Where are my mods, dude? I haven't streamed in so long, I think my mods just, like, left. I'll be my own mod. I'll see you around, Dash. Come join back later if we're still streaming and you get a chance. I wonder what the input lag time is on the stream. You guys seem to be responding a lot faster than I'm used to. Or it used to be like. It used to be at least like 10 seconds, but it seems like you guys are responding in less than 10 seconds, unless time's just going really fast for me. Got 3 people watching. Yo, if you're watching and haven't already, go sub to Robbie. Get him to 200 today. That'd be pretty cool. If you guys get him to 200, like, I'll legitimately, like, release a new video soon. If not, then I'll quit YouTube forever. That was an exaggeration. I probably won't quit it forever, but if you don't sub, I will. I won't be happy if you don't sub. Shoot, no, swaggy, cool. I have thermal paste anyways, I guess. Let's see. How long did it take you to learn all the effects used in your films? I'm sure you still learn as you go, but when did you get to the point where you think you had a decent knowledge base? That's kind of that's a good question, but I'm not sure how I can answer that, because it's like, I don't know. I don't even know, like, if I'm to the point where I have a good knowledge base, because you kind of have to, like, I guess it's all kind of, like, relative. Like, what is a good knowledge base? Because, you know, 2 years ago, I would be able to go off on my own and do my own effects and looking at tutorials. Now I still could do that, but I'd also all the time go look at tutorials and small stuff like that I just need small help on. I don't know. I mean, I've been using I use After Effects. I use the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite, like Premiere and After Effects and stuff, Photoshop. So I've been using After Effects since I think I got it for like my 15th birthday. So coming on 4 years. So I don't know. You don't need 4 years. You could literally download it and like be like a god at it in like 2 months if that's all you did. So it really kind of just depends how much work you put into it and what you do. I'd say the biggest thing is don't be afraid to look at tutorials. Even like if you think you're really good at it, just look at tutorials because you could always get better and always learn new stuff. Like it wasn't until about a month or two ago that I realized, last year or 2 years ago, I was in a computer coding class, so I learned how to like code stuff. If I can get this thing out. Well, I realized in After Effects, you can literally go through and like go to the effects and like code the effects and stuff and like use the same code that you use for like doing whatever stuff you wanted to do in Java, but you could like use it to like have effects do different things. So I like unlocked a whole new world there, and there's still a ton of stuff I don't know. I'm not the best at it, but I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm the best at either. Like, there's all kinds of stuff you can do in there. Like I was in a broadcast class for a while. Back in high school, and I did all the graphics work. So I have a couple awards just for like graphics. I have a first place and a second. I have a first place for editing in general, a first place for graphics, and then a second place for like the specific story that I did with the graphics, which was literally me like flying on an eagle, crashing into the school, and like trying to get people to join broadcast. So sorry if I keep sniffing. I got really bad allergies. I've also been having really bad nosebleeds lately, so for some reason I just get up and walk away. It's probably because I'm having a nosebleed. I'll put that up there. But yeah, who all's watching? I'm assuming Coleslaw's still watching. Robbie's still watching. Guys, seriously, you guys need to sub to my boy. Ugh. Got a couple notifications I'm gonna clear real quick. I'm gonna try to get some more people to watch real quick. Unfortunately, I don't have 4,000 followers on like Twitter or Instagram or something, so. So I can't just instantly have 10,000 people come watch, and unfortunately most of my subscribers are dormant right now, considering I haven't uploaded in like forever. Like seriously, before that no, don't join my own stream. Frick. Before I uploaded that Red Dead Redemption video, I hadn't posted in like a year. Almost a year. Come on. Attach. Alright. No, my story. Okay, I got it far as I could get. Okay, I'm gonna jump back into fixing stuff now, and also talking about Apple, cause you know I used to be a big Apple guy. I used I had a back when I was about how old was I? Probably about 10 or 11. My dad got a MacBook Pro. Got it used off like Craigslist or some or eBay. It's dusty. Used that for a while. And then, that kind of went bad. But I don't blame it. At the time, it was a 2008 model, I think. 2008, 2009 model. It started going bad around 2014, 2013, probably 2014. It just started going bad, like graphics card issues. It just, basic stuff. Display kept going out. Definitely graphics card issue. I tried fixing it, and I actually just made it worse. So kind of ironic where I am now. But so I did that for a while, and then at that point, for Christmas, my parents got me an iMac. The all-in-one desktop thing, which I thought was like the freaking best computer in the world. And then I realized it's like literally like the worst thing I could have if I wanted to create videos, like with all these effects and stuff. But I used that up until about 6 months ago. I used that, and working here, I kind of knew so much more about Apple stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna get a Mac Pro. The Mac Pro is like the tower. It looks like a trash can. It's this black trash can looking thing, but it's from 2013 was the last year they updated the Mac Pro, and it was that trash can shape. And I was like, dude, this is the freaking coolest computer ever. I'm gonna get this and have so much power behind it. So I bought one off of eBay for $1,600. It never came in. I got scammed. It took about 3 months for eBay to get my money back, and in that time I kind of did more research on computers. I was like, okay, if I go a year back to the 2012 Mac Pro, it's actually built more like a PC, so it's all customizable and modular. I can switch graphics cards out, do all this cool stuff. So I'm gonna get that. So I bought one for like $900. Put my own graphics card in there, which the graphics card I still have actually for my PC. Put that in there. I used that for a couple months. I was like, oh, this is cool. I edited the Red Dead Redemption video on it in 4K. It handled it fine. And yeah, I used that for a while. And then, I don't know, something just hit me. I think it was when I bought RAM for my Mac Pro. Bought more RAM because it had extra slots, and it didn't work because just basically pretty much like the branding on it. It was just the branding that like wouldn't work with it. It was fine on its own, but like the branding wouldn't work with the RAM that was already in there. And I just realized like I want to do all this cool stuff and upgrade it, but like there's so many like barriers I have to like stay behind, or like so many obstacles I have to like stay with and all this stuff, and it's like I can't just upgrade it the way I want to upgrade it. And I was like, if only there was a computer that I could do that with. Wait a minute, I could just build a PC. So I sold my Mac Pro for like $650, saved up a bunch of extra money from paychecks, and I spent about $1,500 on parts. And then I use the same graphics card. It's an RX 580, really nice graphics card. I used that and then spent all that money and built a PC. I'll show you guys right here. It's got RGB and everything. It's really nice, really nice. So I love it. I'm telling you this. I mean, I'm not the one thing that was holding me back forever. No, great, it's not focusing. The one thing that was holding me back. Come on, focus. Focus. The one thing that was holding me back forever about going to PC was the operating system, because I loved Mac OS so much. It was just so like intuitive and nice to learn, and not nice to learn, just nice to use, and it was really great. And then like and like Windows is just so. Here, I'm gonna have to focus on my face real quick. Frick. There we go. Cool. Okay, now you should be good. Okay, cool. So yeah, it was just so nice to use. I love the user interface of it all. And then, like, okay, I bought all my stuff. I'm switching to Windows. I have to, so I got it. I bought Windows and got that all installed. And I'm telling you, man, I'm so glad I switched. It's weird because it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's just like, it's definitely different than Mac OS, but at the same time, I feel like there's so much more I can do. It's just like there's no like barrier holding me back for stuff. I don't know. I'm shouting you out on all platforms and PMing Mr. Beast. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Guess I'm switching from this. No. So now we're going to go put the other logic board. This isn't going to be a long live stream. There's really not a long repair. But I'm putting the thing back. And I'll talk more about stuff too with Apple. So I'm using Windows now. I'm liking it. I can actually play all my games. I have, like a crazy fast PC that I can upgrade. And it's awesome. And I still have my iPhone, but I'm probably going to be switching over to Android here next time I upgrade. And yeah, that's kind of just the feature with all my Apple stuff. And there's just so much more stuff I've realized after switching to after switching back to over to PC. It's just I'm so glad I switched. I don't know like how I was brainwashed so long. I don't know. If you use Apple, that's great. It's cool. It's not like Apple's bad. It's just they make really good products. Operating system is great. It's just as a company they do some really dumb things sometimes. Oof, it's crazy that just September 2017 you were at 2,000. Here now after watching a few videos, definitely honestly deserve a lot more. Very nice. If you're using a C920, you might pull up the controller stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure what model this is. I have no idea. This is stuff I'm like. If you guys are liking this kind of content where I'm just fixing stuff and talking, I'll keep with it definitely. And at that point, then I'll get better streaming software, or better streaming gear in general. I'm kind of just using the same stuff I'd always used, minus it's a new webcam since my iMac had a built-in cam. But yeah, Mac's just not meant for some functions. Yeah, it's weird because like they try to sell it as this professional platform, like it's great for creatives and all this stuff. It's great for the creatives and. Oh, frick, I hope there's not water damage on this. That would suck if there's liquid damage on this and I didn't realize it. I mean, it worked when I tested it. It's fine. They sell it as, it's great for creative stuff, and people come into the store all the time because we sell computers and stuff too. And I'm talking to them and like, oh yeah, I want to make videos. I want to do all this stuff. I want to do this. And it's like, I just know Mac's best for that. And it's like, I don't know, because it's like, yeah, they sell it like that, and they make it look like it's the creative, everyday man's computer, great, for doing all kinds of stuff. It can handle good workloads, but it can also be nice just to relax and play with. But it's like, I don't know, when you spend $3,000 for a computer that you're just going to sit around and lounge around with, why? I'd rather spend, half that and have a computer, that I can actually... handle 4K footage and all this crazy stuff. Not that, like, the MacBook Pros can, because they definitely can, especially, like, the i9s and stuff. Which that's a whole other thing with, like, overheating and stuff. It depends on the hardware. Yeah, definitely it's a big hardware thing, too, so... It's really what you're going for. In the end, it always comes down to personal preference. For me, it was always Apple, and then, I don't know, I just decided I'd try PC, and it's just... I like it so much better now, but, Going back to the 2,000 subscribers thing that Coleslaw said, frick, I'm trying, dude, Brad, I know your name, but I totally forgot your face. Frick, I'm gonna have to look you up at some point. Year 2000 now, and you're watching a few videos. Yeah, I mean, that was last year. 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, no. I mean, my goal is to hit 5,000 at the end of the year, 2018. Obviously, I didn't hit that, but that's also, it's, I don't know, it's weird, because it's like, I wanted to upload so much more this year, but I'm working full time now. I've just been so like demotivated and stuff. That's like the biggest thing I see with Robbie. It's like he's just freaking pushing through like it's no one's business, dude. He's just like uploading for himself. He's like, you know what? Watch me or not, I'm gonna upload this stuff, and at some point, you know what? I want to be great. I want to be good. You guys are gonna, all the people that are doubting him now are gonna be upset and wanting to like be in his videos and stuff. And it's like, So I see that in him. That's kind of the attitude I had when I really was like in my like almost hit my prime and stuff. And I say hit my prime, not like overall, but just like until now, my prime until now was like a year or so ago when we were uploading every couple weeks, doing all these crazy live streams, just really involved with everything, just gaining subscribers all the time. Now I'm like kind of stagnant right now. And by the way, if you have joined and you have not subscribed, subscribe to Robbie. Get him to 200. It'd be pretty neat. There we go. Okay, I saw the face. I remember you now. It is a pretty cute picture, too. Okay, now we're putting the new logic board in. Now, that's the other thing with Apple that I do kind of like. Everything's proprietary, so everything, all the parts are straight through them, and it's like, when I need something for a specific model computer, I know, like, the specific year to look for, the model number and everything, whereas, like, my PC and stuff, if something broke on it, I have to go, which specific part is it, go to that manufacturer, talk to them about it, figure out what's broken with there, has there been problems with that specific model and stuff. That's the only downside, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, if I know what I'm ordering, I know what I'm doing, I feel like it's not a huge deal. Because at that point, it's like, it might just be cheaper to buy a new, part. Or like if I can get like some warranty through the company that I bought it for, or from, Okay. Gotta move these antenna cables real quick. But, it's all whatever. But then again, Apple makes it literally freaking impossible to repair your own stuff. That's the thing. Repair businesses, I don't think will be a thing in the next 5 years. Apple's just making it impossible to like repair stuff. They put these T2 chips in the computers and phones, and it's like a security chip. They're like, oh yeah, it's supposed to keep your fingerprint secure, your Face ID secure, all this stuff. But what you don't realize in reality is that T2 chip pretty much prevents you from doing your own repairs on it. Because what it does is when like it knows it's been tampered with, it'll shut the computer down, and if you don't boot up through Apple's proprietary software that only Apple has access to, it'll pretty much brick the entire computer, and you'll be stuck without the computer. You can take it to Apple, and they'll refuse service on it. You'll have to buy a new one. So, you could argue and be like, oh, well, you're not supposed to work on it. It's not supposed to be your own thing. But it's like, when I spend $3,000 on a piece of equipment, it's mine. Let me do what I want to do with it, That's kind of the whole right to repair movement that's going on right now. So, it happens, I guess. So yeah, I'm putting the new logic board in right now. Let's see, I give him flack whenever we're playing games because I'm competitive as heck, but he does try really hard. Duncan in. Yes! Yeah, so that's like literally this whole right to repair thing. And then like seriously, like where I work right now, other than like other problems that are going on, and knowing anything else that's going on with it, like just the repair part alone, like Apple's whole like thing, they're trying to come in and like take this step down. It's not like, and technically it's not like they legally can do it because it's legally their products and they can do what they want to do with it. It's just morally, kind of annoying when they do that. So yeah, so it's like, what the frick, Apple? That's one thing, and then just like all their proprietary connections and stuff, and all that stuff. I don't think I need that screw. So I got an extra screw now. Okay, let's see. Going back to, well, I'll finish my little Apple rant real quick before we go back to that. But it's insane. Like, I've had people come into the store, because, it's just all kinds of just generic. It's like the Apple store, but it's like unauthorized, so people are always coming in with small stuff like that. And usually older people who have no idea what they're doing, or are too lazy to Google stuff. It's usually just our job. Like, literally half the time, someone comes in, I don't know what's happening, I'll just Google something. My job title is just a glorified Googler. Some dude had an old iPod. All we needed to do was get all the music from his old iPod onto his iTunes on his computer, right? He didn't buy the music on his iPod like from iTunes, so it's like completely separate. All we want to do is take the music and put it on his computer through iTunes. iTunes doesn't let you do this. You cannot take the music. You can see the music and like play it, but you cannot physically move it from the drive on the iPod to the drive on the computer. I don't know why. It's ridiculous. You have to there's like multiple third-party programs and stuff you have to go through to actually do that. There's like whole companies and programs around this simple process. I spent like an hour up front with this dude trying to help him through that, and I couldn't get it to work because like Apple keeps updating iTunes, so it makes it incompatible. The iPod was too old, so it's incompatible. And it's all this crazy stuff. It's like, I just want to move the music files onto the computer. Why is it so hard? You'd think that'd be something super simple, but it's not. Why? It just ain't right. And then, moving over to, like, Windows and stuff compared to, like, Mac OS, it's just, I feel like everything's just so much more open. Not, like, design-wise, but just, like, in terms of what I can do. Like, I have so much more control over how it operates and stuff, and it's great. The file management system, I don't really like too much over Mac OS. I do like the way Finder was set up in Mac OS. But it's definitely something I'll get used to, and I'm sure within the next few months I'll be fine. Yeah. And then, going back to Robbie, after my Apple rant. You know what? One more thing with Apple. All right? So, friggin' dude comes in and tries to buy a Mac Pro. Actually, the same Mac Pro that I had. I sold it to our store, because we buy stuff too. So I sold it to the store. Some dude comes in, he buys it, he gets an Apple Thunderbolt monitor with it. So that Thunderbolt monitor that Apple makes has a Thunderbolt 2 connection. Thunderbolt 2 physically is a mini DisplayPort. Mini DisplayPort's kind of like the universal term for it. And then Thunderbolt 2 is Apple's proprietary version of it. Physically, it's the same thing. It fits. It's exactly the same. However, the Mac Pro only has a mini DisplayPort on it, not Thunderbolt 2. So when you plug the Thunderbolt display into the mini DisplayPort on the Mac Pro, it doesn't work. Not because it doesn't work or it doesn't fit, literally because Apple says so. It's 100% Apple's like, no, it's not Thunderbolt 2, and Thunderbolt 2 is what it needs. Physically it fits, it can definitely draw the power out of it, it's fine. There's no difference in like the amount of power, like the way it talks to the graphics card or whatever. It's literally just because the graphics card's not Thunderbolt 2, it's just mini DisplayPort, but the cable is Thunderbolt 2. So it's literally just because it's not officially an Apple thing, it doesn't work. So like you can only plug it into an Apple official Thunderbolt 2 port. It's ridiculous. It's the same thing with USB-C. The new MacBooks have USB-C physically. However, Apple calls it Thunderbolt 3. Meaning, you have to have a Thunderbolt 3 device to work. Physically, fits the same way. But if it's not officially Thunderbolt 3, it won't work. So if I take a random USB-C port into the new MacBooks, it won't work. It has to be officially Thunderbolt 3, which is ridiculous. So it's just Apple trying to make you buy more Apple stuff. The scroll on the mouse wheel is reversed. Yeah, you can go through and change it, actually. I actually go through and change it. I never liked that. I always went through and changed it. But it is kind of odd that they make it the natural, I think they call it natural direction scroll. I never liked that. I kind of thought it was ridiculous, so I always wait. I've never seen that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's literally just Apple like, no, it has to be Thunderbolt 3 or it doesn't work. And it's like, why? Just make it what it is. It's like, it's literally like taking friggin', I don't know. Shoot, I don't have it. Oh, here's one. Okay, so mini USB Type A or whatever. The one usually for like, this one's like for, some Android phones use it. What's a nice, now it's focusing. Maybe. Anyways, you guys saw it for a second. It's like, oh, frick, come on. Gosh dang it. Anyways, it's like that, for like Android phones, some, wireless speakers or headphones use it to charge. PlayStation chargers use this. But it's a universal thing. It's a USB Type A, mini USB or whatever. It's a universal connection, right? So literally, with this as an example, Apple would take this, say, no, this is Thunderbolt. Have a connection. You know, this isn't a USB Mini Type A. This is Thunderbolt, right? This is Thunderbolt. So I have a computer that doesn't have Thunderbolt input or whatever, but it's got USB Mini Type A. I plug it in. Apple's like, no, this isn't Thunderbolt. This is just USB Mini. It doesn't work. And it reads it. It knows not to. It knows it purposely is programmed to not work. And it's ridiculous. It's like, why? It fits. Just let it work. So, I don't know. Apple but one cool thing Apple did do was, the new iPad Pros have USB-C, not Thunderbolt 3, USB-C. It is USB-C connection. So hopefully the new iPhones next year will have USB-C, which would be pretty neat. It's a lot faster. Data transfers and charge times, but we'll have to wait. Can we put the fan back in now? But yeah, I'm telling you, man, Apple is one crazy company. I say as I fix my mom's computer. Okay, now we can take a break from Apple before I get heated again. Okay, what were we talking about before? Let's go talk about my boy Robbie. Robbie's pretty cool. A lot of off-brand tablets and e-readers. Yeah, it's like a really because it's a generic connection. It's very universal, so it's pretty easy to throw that in there and use it. But yeah, let's see. A lot of off-brand tablet e-readers use it too. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Apple's just, it's weird. Working at a place that repairs Apple stuff is make me like Apple less because I see deeper into everything now. I don't know. Anyways, my boy Robbie. I thought, have a range of how is run by the SEALs, but the more I'm forced to live in this world, the more I realize that it all seems corporations are run by SEALs. Yeah, it's definitely one way to think about it, I guess.